My lovely wife Pansa has discovered a really easy and effective method to organically feed our lotus plants. She's recently started getting into breeding and developing lotus plants, and so this means doing some research, doing some practice and finding ways that we can use what we have or develop new ways of making sure that our garden is organically fed. So lotuses live in the water. They are rooted in mud in the bottom of a container or the bottom of a pond. It's really important to make sure they get the food where they need it and that we're not introducing bad bacteria into the water of the ponds. And in this video, we'd like to share with you a technique that she's come up with to add the natural organic nutrients that the lotus need into the water and introduce also good bacteria into the water that will help keep it clean. She starts by mixing clay and compost together in a container in a bowl. So about 50-50, 1 part of clay to 1 part of compost, roughly. And it's a clay that's not too dense. It's a darker clay, not a light clay. She has used the light clay, but finds this darker clay, it's not so sticky and it's better suited to making this style of lotus compost. Then she adds some PSB, some of our photosynthetic bacteria, to the mix. So this is a liquid form, so it will soften the clay and help to blend the clay and compost together. And we leave that for about a day until it really softens up. When you're adding the PSB, or you could use water alternatively, or some other type of liquid nutrient that you might have, you're aiming for a consistency that allow you to make a nice mud ball about the size of a tennis ball. Or if you're putting it into a smaller container, you can make smaller balls, maybe the size of a golf ball, for example. You're aiming to have your mixture not too wet and not too dry. After it's been sitting for a day or so, you can then begin to shape the balls that are a mixture of clay and compost. Once you've rolled all these up, you'll need to sit them for, again, at least another day, maybe 2 days, until they dry out somewhat. And once they're ready, you can then implant them into the mud in your lotus pond or the container that you've got your lotus plants growing in. And this will then provide good nutrients right down at the roots. So there's nutrients right at the source where the lotus needs to access them. So there you go, there's a really easy technique to fertilize your lotus plants and other pond-dwelling plants with a natural organic fertilizer that's easy to produce and easy to maintain. If you'd like to know more about other natural and organic plant foods that we use here at Sue and Sook Homestay, please check out this video next. Thanks very much for watching.